We're good.
All right, welcome in everyone. We are back, or I guess I should say we're here now. We've had some technical difficulties with the stream. We did play the first half of the Freddy set while we got that sorted out, and we did see a 4K1, so it's going to be Uselma here.
4K1?
4K0, 4K1 win con here for Uselma. Sorry, misspoke there. You're right, you're right. And that voice you're hearing is my co-caster for today, the lovely Jazz. Jazz, we see a very, very spicy build here. I see totems all over the map, and one of them has already been popped.
Yeah, we have a full totem build here, which in all honesty, I kind of like to see full totem builds. They're kind of fun. They're a pain on the survivor end, I will admit, but I mean, they can do a lot of good for killer side, and we're gonna see a great first chase by the Renato here. But losing the 50 in, we're gonna see our first down. We're gonna see the second totem pop. Oh boy, we're losing totems left and right. Soon we're gonna have a buildless Freddy, Jack.
Yeah, and that first totem that got cleansed was actually the thrill of the hunt, so the rest of the totems are now going to be completely unprotected, we should say. And second totem being cleansed was Ruin as well. So, yeah, all of our gen regression just went out the window.
Yeah, absolutely. Now we just have a little back pocket, Devour Hope. Hopefully we can get some good stacks. We get our first stack here, so they don't know, they're not going to know about it until 3 stacks. For those who don't know how Devour Hope works, it is you need 3 stacks before the survivors become exposed on a basic M1 hit. And once I believe it's 5 stacks is when you're able to Moriana down.
Yeah, and the reworked crowd control as well, as we see coming in. That perk now blocks windows and allows the killer to vault after you a little bit faster. I want to say it's like 10 to 15%. I actually don't know the numbers, but oh, the 2-tap with the pallet! Oh my god! Ace! Oh no, they were not ready for that to be a fake pallet. Trying to take 1 hit for the Renato. They ended up taking 2 because of the dream pallet. And we're just going to go for a slug here with the totem pressure kind of occupying the survivors in the early game. Oh, nice swing through the pallet. I respect it. We do get 1 generator done, but this pressure is crazy right now.
It absolutely is. That was a beautiful fake pallet play. I don't know if Ace didn't realize it wasn't a fake pallet. And it looks like we're going to take a basement hook here as well for the second hook for a Renato. And do finally have a gen done, but oh my god, that pallet play was just so good. I wasn't expecting it. I didn't even think I realized it was a fake pallet.
Yeah, we see Chase being taken here next to the Gallows gen, which was the next highest progress. We know that Nia had to rotate to pick up their teammate as Ace did get slugged, and now with a basement hook at 4 gens remaining, I think, I don't know, I think Uselma's feeling good right now. They're in good position. It's obviously not over yet, but if they can secure a death here in basement, or even if they just force trade, yeah, they're gonna have everybody injured, 2 slugs, and chasing a tunnel out. So I think the play honestly might have to be to let Fats die here.
I think I agree with you, Jack. You just have to let Fats die.
We have 2 people injured that can't really do anything. It's in basement. You need the gen pressure real bad.
Well, and they can't even reset Ace right now, as they are currently in the dream world. They have to go wake up, and so is the Nia. The only one not in the dream world, I mean, is an injured one. So I think Bats just gonna die here. They're gonna go back to the campfire from the basement hook. We are gonna get that second gen pop, but I mean, Uselma's in a really good position here. They're definitely feeling comfortable. They're definitely feeling confident. I mean, the teleports are just spot on as well from Uselma, knowing where to go. The game sense from this killer is incredible. You see Ace with a better body block this time, with not a fake pallet to intervene, thankfully. And we're going to see the chase continue onto our Ace player instead of our Claudette.
Yeah, we dropped Chase with Claudette. We have another injured fresh hook here, and I mean, I was a little bit worried when we got rid of Thrill and Ruin immediately, but we see the you know, the time spent on those totems has kind of taken away their early gen pressure, and the chases have been honestly really good from Yusoma so far. They are fully using those snares and getting really quick downs, which is with a totem build kind of what you need, right? You need to have quick chases and have a lot of pressure through your micro so that you don't have to rely on perks for gen regression to buy yourself extra time.
Absolutely, and we just saw that the Claudette was just reset, so someone knows that they weren't on gens for that whole time there when they checked main gen. So you got a little bit of extra time to be able to get that hook, to be able to kick that main gen, let it start regressing. And we see the failed skill check on the generator as well, so we know exactly where a survivor is and which gen they're working on. And it looks like we are gonna go pressure this survivor off the generator here. And we're gonna find, I think that was Nia. Yeah, we're gonna find Nia out here in the desert, and we're gonna probably get a hit. Or we're gonna play the 50. We're gonna play the 50 on the pallet, and we're running back into our killer. And we see Unhook come in, and our second stack of Devour.
Yeah, do you think the survivors are calculating right now? Like, what are the odds we have a fourth totem? They obviously know about 3 of them. They haven't cleansed crowd control yet, but when you see a build with no corrupt and 3 totems, you have to be thinking about what that 4th perk is and how long you have before the possibility of a Devour Insta-Down coming in. That's going to be a fake pallet. Nia, Freddy walks right through it actually and just gets the M1.
Freddy has no fear of his fake pallets. As you shouldn't. I mean, he knows which ones are fake, and so the survivors as well, but when you're in chase, you don't necessarily get to react as you want until you're kind of close, seeing that it is fake. And interesting that you're almost gonna hook the Nia right in front of one of their totems.
Yeah, we spot the injured ace here, and these survivors are kind of continually resetting here, which to me says they're not calculating the Devour coming into play here as our 3rd stack comes through, and this is going to be ace living, but oh my goodness.
We missed the swing!
Connects with the second one though, and that's going to be an exposed down with Devour Hope. And now you're kind of, yeah, you just want we need to get down to 4k0 to tie this for the survivors. I think they're in a really rough spot, especially with not being able to extend their chases beyond, you know, 1 hit without cleansing that totem.
Yeah, they absolutely need to be able to find that totem if they want to make chases hit. But I think this Nia knows, okay, well, there's Devour, I may as well stay injured now. But we find our non-injured survivor, but the 3rd gen does pop. However, we still need the last 2 to pop with the survivors to even look at a tie. But I don't know, Jack. I think this is 4k2 territory, as we know where our Nia is. And the Nia knows too, moonwalking into our killer. I mean, amazingly played by Selma here. Incured killer. 4k2. What a match.
Yeah, that's one of those games where they had early pressure from the totems that the survivors kind of spent time on. They had quick chases and they got their Devour up, and once Devour came online, it was kind of just the snowball, right, where everybody's kind of out of resources. That's the dangerous thing about that perk as well, right? Like, when you get totems, you get pallets out of the way early, right? And then once you become your most lethal, the survivors have no resources. It can be really turn a match around.
Yeah, absolutely, as we saw just now. But we will be right back with Incured versus Astral on to, I believe, a Billy set. Yes, so we will be right back.
Alrighty, well, you know what? Go ahead, Jazz. Bring us on in.
Bring us on in. Welcome back, everyone, to Ashen Trials in Week 1, Incured versus Astral. We do have Astral Yusama once again on the killer for the Hillbilly. I love Hillbilly sets, although interesting map deck.
You know what? I actually really like it. I respect the teams not just wanting to play Blood Lodge every single day, because that gets old after a while, and Billy's been on Blood Lodge for a very long time, and I'm interested to see how Shelter Woods goes, you know? I think this is a good map for him. He can use his power, but survivors still have a decent amount of things to play. Oh, good crush there from Claudia as we're dodging the chainsaw. We see another build without Corrupt, which is really fun. I love these killers that, you know, you just don't really need Corrupt because it really allows them to kind of put on a unique build, we'll say.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely nice seeing the difference in builds that we're seeing from just the normal comp builds that we do usually see, and I mean, it is a nice refresher to have a different map too. The Claudette was taking a very good chase, so we have decided to leave, which I think is a very smart idea because our gens are getting very close to popping. So that first chase was amazing.
And Billy's one of those killers, right? With his like kind of crazy mobility and the ability to insta down as well. Like with the Ruin up, you can really afford to just kind of, oh my goodness, that vacuum on the pallet. But Billy can really afford to kind of just cause chaos here as Nia dodges another saw. Oh my goodness. But if you can get some value out of Ruin early, I think that's not a bad thing at all.
Absolutely, we're definitely getting some value, and this Nia's doing a really good job at dodging these saws and being able just to literally minusculely miss the saws. But we are going to see the first down come in onto the Nia, and our first two gens are popping. I mean, amazing gen progress for a first hook.
Yeah, you love to see gens popping for that first down as we hit a really nice saw at main building. We got a few pallets out of the way as well, so we'll see if Usama is able to turn up the pressure here. I think with this start, you want to find another chase, but you're also kind of hooked in your gen spread. Oh, and Claudette's caught out here with no pallet here, as we said. That pallet was already broken, and they're going to get slugged next to the hook. And I think we're trying to play this like topside 3 gen. Possibly with main. Ruin out of the way though.
Ruin is officially gone, losing that pressure on the killer's side. Now you actually have to defend your gens more, but you do have Eruption in her back pocket to be able to Ace barely dodging that saw. Wow. And someone just deciding, you know, I want to hit the rocket stick.
Yeah, with Ace and Chase, Claudette on the ground, and someone on hook, that means Renato can't really afford to be doing a gen right now. They pick up, but don't take the M1. Claudette's right back down again. Is Ace getting pulled? Okay, Ace is here. I mean, is it even worth going for the tunnel out right now? I do like the play of just trying to get another slug here, but Renato's going to make main building. Can he dodge the saw? He's not going to make the window in time. Absolutely not. Nice saw there as we secure another down, and we're just going for it right now. I love to see it. Oh, we spot the Nia as well.
We do spot the Nia. The Claudette is off the ground though, so now we are back to one slug, but we hit the Nia through the window. What a really good saw, and it looks like we are gonna take our tunnel out chase, but I mean, our Billy has immense pressure right now. They have not been working gens this whole time with all the slugs and having to pick up.
Did we make this hook?
I don't know. We might. We might
really
just
close.
make it.
This is really close. Oh, hook vacuum that. Thank you. Okay, we made it. I was clenching a little bit. I won't lie. We have picked up all of our teammates and actually full reset on the Renato. So we have 2 healthy survivors now. But I think they're also kind of realizing whenever I'm in a match or I'm watching a match, either way, and I see a killer carry a survivor that far, and it's not a Scourge hook, I'm like, why do you want to be here, right? They have to realize that we're really playing for this region here, and they need to try to get pressure on it and maybe pop one before we get a tunnel out onto Nia.
Well, absolutely, but the other thing is too with that hook is there's not a lot of resources on this side of the map, as the Claudette did use quite a few of them in the first chase. We may only have a couple pallets left, which, I mean, with Billy, you can easily just saw right through them to break them. So the resource possibility, and oh, the Billy winning the 50-50 on the Ace, on the pallet, not getting that vault in time, and we see the Renato working on the main generator with Eruption, although, oh my, we're gonna try and crouch check at the corner, but you still pick up on it, and we're gonna see a second slug come into play. I think the survivors just need to do gens here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's tough because this ace got caught before he made anything and actually died kind of in the 3-gen. We're going to be using the same exact hook that we've used twice now. Renato gets picked up, but I think this Billy knows exactly what they're doing in this area of the map.
Absolutely, and we see a little bit of a rank war coming into play with the 3rd gen popping. We now know where most of our survivors are, but even with knowing, we're choosing to go to the gen pop to see if we can find a survivor that pops that gen. And it doesn't look like we can. They nicely stealth away from the pop gen. But, hold on, did we hear a little bit of a grunt there? I thought I did.
I don't know, we spot Renato on the 3-gen, so this is going to be, I think, more valuable. Oh, unfortunate bump there. I sent the curve a little too early. And are they trying to play for 4K too? I mean, they have one gen that's kind of off on its own. Billy has the mobility to get over here, check it, and pressure the gen. We have Eruption as well, but you got to keep getting downs. We spot the Nia. This is actually our Deathhook survivor. You forget the gen, just get your tunnel out at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you find your Deathhook survivor, you may as well get them down, get them out of the game for a 3v1 at 2 gens, because there's a lot more pressure on the killer side if you can force a 3v1 now. So, but Nia's doing an amazing job at kind of getting away from the Billy, having to play a little bit of 50-50 here. We see the 4th gen pop, so we have to get this tunnel out right now.
Yeah, we would love to get a tunnel out. We're down to 1 gen, just like you said. And if we want to secure a good win con, we would love to try to play 3v1. And Billy can do a lot more slugging in 3v1 as well, getting people off of gens. Oh, almost dodged on the Z-wall. It was a good effort, but it looks like they've broken the 3-gen, right? Yeah, they have. That was one of the top side gens. And Nia's gen on the bot side also had a decent amount of progress. I don't know if we have time to check it, though. There's a lot of progress on the main building as well.
Yeah, we have a lot of gens and a lot of progress here. Our Billy definitely has their work cut out for them. And, okay, there's not as much progress as I thought there was on the main generator. I thought it was a lot higher, around 50. So, we had a little bit of time to kind of stop and kick it, apply that eruption onto the main generator. And we're gonna have to apply eruption onto this one too, but they get caught by the blast mine. So we know our survivor is around somewhere with blast mine, hiding out, probably giggling if they got a little blast mine action. I know I would be.
Yeah, funny perk. I like blast mine. Good time. It's a good time. The survivors also, I think, is interesting, right? We see 3 gens kind of in a line, and we're choosing to pressure the one in the main building rather than the one in the far corner. But I think that is intentional because there's like nothing in that corner. It's the Sahara Desert. There's maybe like 1 filler pallet for you to use, and then you kind of just die. This main building is a much more safe area, and it's probably far enough away from this bottom corner gen that you can still do both of them.
Absolutely, and with that bottom corner gen too, being in a tile where it's not just a rock filler, but oh my god, an amazing down coming in onto the Renato. We get eruption onto that generator. We know there is at least 1 person working it. We don't have aura on our other survivor, it looks like, though. So we know, I believe it was the Claudette. Yeah, we do find the Claudette, and almost getting sniped from across the map as well. But being able to just dodge it, but we tried to go into the tree to kind of dodge the saw, and unfortunately not being able to get there, and being able to down and hooking the Claudette right at the generator as well.
Yeah, it was a good dodge by Claudette, but unfortunately just couldn't make anything safely, and now we're hooked right on top of this bottom gen. We saw the pull come through on Renato relatively quickly, which to me says that they weren't doubling. They were playing to split these generators until they get high enough that they can kind of force it. And that is going to be Claudette off the hook for free. I don't believe there's Deli in this set. I think that's just going to be a second win that I'm expecting them to get healed up in a little bit as we're taking chase with Renato here, who was trying to do main injured. Oh, the crouch. This Billy's being very patient though, which is smart. You want to secure this down. Yeah, it comes in on Claudette, so that makes sense. But you can't. Oh. No.
No. That was a
boom, and the last gen is done. Insult to injury. Nice down though. Okay, we won the mind game at the pallet.
We do know about Rancor now. I mean, we knew before, but the Claudette is exposed, so our Billy Killer is gonna want to find the Claudette. That bada bada boom was hilarious in order to get that last gen done. I am finding a lot of fun within Bada Bada Boom coming into top. We're seeing it used a lot more and is honestly getting a decent amount of value as well. Billy not wanting to go for the Renato because they are less stages. They want to find either the Ace or the Claudette here. And we do find the Ace, but unfortunately missing the swing around the pallet. Now we're down to a 50-50. But the Ace pathing just perfectly. Renato knowing they need to take the down for Ace in order Ace to get out of the gate.
The gate's open and Claudette is there. She cannot take a hit to Ace at all, or she'll just get moried immediately. Chainsaw's gonna cut Ace off, but where can he go from here? The other gate is definitely not open, and Claudette can't help you. Can we dodge the saw? We dodged again. I think he's out.
I do think he's out. He is out.
Wow, okay, great pathing from Ace. And that is shaping up to be, what, 8 stages, 4 fresh hooks for Uselma on the Billy.
Yes, it does look like we are going to have an 8-stage 4 fresh. So Astral just needs to get all 5 gens done and only 7 stages hooks. And, I mean, I think it's a pretty doable win con, especially on this map. There's lots of rocks and trees kind of in the way from the Billy saw, but I mean, we can see how easily it is to gain pressure as well on this map, so we will be right back with Incured on the Hillbilly. Welcome back to Ashen Trials Week 1, Incured versus Astral. We have Incured on the Killer. We see Bill Nongarata on the Billy. We see a little bit of a different build, but not really. I am here with my bestie, Jack, on the casting. Jack, what are you expecting to see from this match?
Yeah, we saw the survivors of Incured get a pretty nice 8-stage game in our last trial, so that's going to be the goal here for Bill. We did get all 4 freshes as well, which could come into play as we need to secure 9 hooks here for Incured to keep them alive this week. I guess 8 stages 4 fresh would also give them a tie in this set, but we want to try to take a win because we did actually lose the Freddy. So it's going to be 8 stages 4 fresh, the mark to beat. If the survivors can get 8-3 fresh or better, they will be taking a win here for Astral 2-0 and moving on in the group stage. So that's what we're looking at, and we see no BAM on the Billy this time. Oh, big mink on the window.
A swing and a miss, and just like the last match, we're gonna have to leave this first chase. We're gonna need to go pressure a gens, see who else we can find out. We see your Ace here, being able to apply Ruin on the gen, get it regressing, and I mean, we need a quick down here and a quick hook. A beautiful dodge by the Ace, being able to go over to the Z-Wall, and now we see our lovely Z-Wall gaming with the first gen popping, and there goes Ruin.
See, and we're trying to mind game the Z-Wall, however, Ace has Rancor, so he sees the Billy's aura. And we can't mind game that Z-Wall, unfortunately. Great stun there as he's going to smash hit coming into play. Hold on. And he makes another safer filler here. And Bill's struggling a little bit on the collision on this map. I wonder if not playing Billy on this map very often is coming into play here. As Corrupt is down, Ruin is gone, and we only have a couple perks left to our name. One of those we just saw, batteries included actually, a 5% haste and making Billy a little bit faster. Good dodge by Jake, and I think these survivors are in a pretty good position, Jazz.
Absolutely. I mean, we have no gen regression anymore, no eruption, no nothing, so now we're just down to 2 perks, not being able to stop these gens with Ruin gone. We need a down, we need a hook right away here. Bill needs to pick up the speed. I think he can do it. Billy can easily be a snowball set if one thing goes wrong. So, I mean, we are about to see our second gen pop though.
We absolutely see Billy, one of those killers that can get a snowball going if just one or two survivors are out of position at the wrong time. So it could happen at any point, but right now Bill just wants to get one down, and you have to find one survivor out of position. But Astral survivors are playing this immaculately right now. We see a second generator popping. And, I mean, we're getting rid of resources. It could definitely speed up here soon. I think Ace really wants to get another smash hit stun.
I mean, I love smash hit. Is my favorite exhaustion in all honesty. So, I mean, definitely playing for the smash hit can be a little bit risky against a chainsaw. We see the 3rd gen pop. And, I mean, that 4th gen is pretty close too, Jack. We might... I don't know. We need to get some Rancor value maybe at the end game here.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. We could just instantly Mori someone and move on to the other survivors. I think you're gonna probably need to have somebody at minimum on hook here. We see the last 2 gens about to pop. So fake by Claudette. Bill doesn't bite, but then unfortunately the S curve misses. And we're gonna be able to. Oh, that was a nasty fast vault. I respect the hell out of that.
Yeah, that was a beautiful vault, and unfortunately, knowing that we just need to leave this chase, that gen is almost done. I mean, I think right now we just need to go for an M1 hit, but we see the Lions being able to go towards the main building, which is a pretty safe area and a good area to chase. We're gonna see that last gen pop, and oh man, the survivors of Astral just playing this extremely well, knowing when to dodge, knowing when to just move out of the way. We see the last gen pop, and we don't have a hook stage yet. However, we find Jake, and we finally get it down. We have to slug this. We cannot pick.
Yeah, you pretty much, I mean, you need like a 3-man slug right here, and if you end up getting 3 survivors down, maybe one of them's Ace, you get a Mori, you could kind of still, like, it's crazy to say, but this is still, like, somewhat doable, but I think Claudette's gonna have that door open now. Once that door is open, you can't really go for the slug play anymore. She's gonna be wasting as much time as possible here in the exit gate for her teammates. And yeah, Claudette's gonna be safely out, so we need one more survivor to escape here for Team Astral, and they will take the 2-0 win.
Absolutely, and I mean, we're just going to try and protect our Jake here on the ground, but no, we are going to decide to pick and hook. I mean, the other survivors should be leaving, yeah, and we do see that. Unfortunate, only a 3-hook game. It happens to the best of us. The survivor team on Astral was just absolutely phenomenal, knowing the chases to play and knowing the tiles to play too. They're obviously very confident in this set. So Astral is going to be taking the 2-0. I mean, Jack, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, that was a little bit rough for Bill, but they put in a good effort. I mean, at the end of the day as well, some of those come down to just you lose a 50-50, you go wide, the survivor goes tight, you go tight, the survivor goes wide, and the survivors were just, I'm not gonna lie, they won a lot of those kind of guesses against the Billy, and he wasn't able to really capitalize on any mistakes. They were about as well positioned as you can be against the strong Hillbilly killer. So that's a good performance from Astral. I'm very much looking forward to watching them play more in this tourney, but that's about it.
Absolutely, but the games are not over yet for the rest of the day. We have Arcadia versus Praxis coming in about 45 minutes. So we'll see you guys soon. Stay tuned, and yeah, have a great morning, Jack.
You too.